guys, so this is the first look I've created for you guys ever that involves face painting or special effects or anything of that nature. So I hope you like it. This is a very simple look that anyone can pull off if you have enough time and patience. You get better every time you do it. Hopefully you like this tutorial. I did want to say that I know that Valentine's Day is around the corner and this is kind of an odd thing to do. I'm gonna have 2 Valentine looks for you guys, but I just wanted to start putting videos out there that had this kind of stuff to it. So anyway, let's get on with the tutorial, and I really hope you like this look. Please let me know if you try it out, and if there's a look that you'd like for me to try, please let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching this, you guys, and I hope you like it again. Bye! So this video is probably going to be pretty long. I'm hoping that it won't be too long, but it will be longer than my normal makeup videos because it takes so much more product and time to do. But hopefully we can get through this in a good amount of time. And another thing I'd like to say is when I come up with ideas like this, I'm not so creative that I can just be like, boom, and then it's in my head and I can just plaster it on my face. Usually what I do is I gather ideas from different images. Like this face we're doing now, it's a skeleton face. So I will go onto normally Pinterest, and I will just scroll through pictures of skeleton faces. I definitely don't like to copy artists just straight off, but I like to look at things, and that's how I kind of get ideas for my looks, because unless I'm just having a really awesome day, it's really hard for me to just be like, oh, I got it. I'm gonna stop talking and we'll get started. So first, I'm going to make my face completely white. I'm going to use Mehron's Clown White. Looks like this. This is what the packaging looks like, and when I open it, it's kind of a cream-based makeup. And I'm gonna just put this all over my face, and then I spread it all over, not with my finger, but with just one of these normal everyday triangle sponges that you can find absolutely anywhere. And when I feel like I have enough product on my face, then I just take the square end and start stippling it all over my face. And I found that if I do it this way, it takes longer, but it has more of a smoother appearance than if I start pulling it like this. Can you see that when I start pulling it, I get all these like really weird uneven streaks in my head? So if I stipple it, it just looks way more smooth and airbrushed. And I'm gonna take this right up into my hairline, and make sure you have your hair pulled back or you're gonna have paint all over your hair. Another thing is I'm probably not going to do my eye right here white because I'm going to be painting that black. But this is gonna take a while, so I'm gonna shut my mouth and go to town on my face. Take some of this and rub it down my neck a little bit. I'm gonna blend that out to where it kind of fades. After you have your face and your neck painted white, and it's as white as you want it to get, you are going to want to set that with a setting powder, and the setting powder I use is Mehron, and it has antiperspirant. It's a neutral setting powder. It is used to matte cream and makeup applications. So this is what it looks like. And I just take a pad like this, and then I pour some of this onto the pad, and I just literally pat it on my face. And I use a lot of this because I want this makeup, this white makeup, to stay. If you're curious to see if you have enough powder on your face, what I do is I touch my face, and if I feel any kind of stickiness, then I'll go back over it with powder. So I feel still a little sticky here, so I'll just take whatever extra powder I have and pat it on my face. Now it's not sticky anymore. So just touch your face And if it sticks to your fingers, then you need more powder. Next, we want to outline where we want our mouth, our eyes. I kind of want my mouth to look like it's smiling a little bit. I'm gonna outline my mouth starting right here, and I wanna follow my cheekbone a little bit. Come down here, across my mouth. And this doesn't have to be perfect. When I was drawing around my eyes, I decided to go around my eyebrows because I didn't feel like blocking them out. So basically what I did was I went around the edge of the white that we painted on our face and made circles around my eyes. Okay, and then I'm gonna draw that weird nose thing that all skeletons have, that like pitchfork nose thing that they got going on. So at this point right here, I decided that the shape of the nose that I was drawing was too small, so I just went ahead and made that a little bigger. Okay, so I like to use Mehron paint. I don't know why I chose Mehron. It's just what I found and what I've stuck to since I started doing this. Their paints work great and I absolutely love them. The paint palette I use is the Paradise Makeup paint palette. I think that's what it's called. It's the basic palette and it's activated by water, which is really cool because it doesn't dry out. It's supposed to be dry, so once you actually put your brush in water and then dip it in the paint, then it becomes activated and it becomes paint. So this is what it looks like. Please don't judge me on my palette. It's disgusting. Okay. When it dries, it kind of cracks a little bit, but no one cares about that. These are all the paintbrushes I have. I have lots of them. Please buy good paintbrushes. I don't know who made these, but they're very good paintbrushes. They work very well. They even come super tiny, like this one. You're gonna need a super tiny brush like this one, especially if you're gonna make teeth, which is what we're going to use right now. When I'm making my teeth, I don't get too caught up on making them look perfect. In fact, I like the way that they are uneven and misshapen because it kind of gives it a more creepier effect, in my opinion. But if you'd like to make them perfect, by all means, do so. So what I'm gonna do now is just keep that thin little brush and go back in with my black. I'm gonna start filling in the spaces in between each tooth to fill that gap, and because I really want to make it black. Now what I'm going to do is just take a fluffy brush and go in with a black eyeshadow. It doesn't matter what kind you use. And I'm just kind of outlining each tooth and then pulling it up to a point. So I'll show you. So I'm going to outline this tooth right here and then pull it up so it kind of comes to like a smoky point. While I was off camera, I decided that I was going to go back in to these teeth and make them a little wider. And then I just, as I was playing around, decided I think I'm going to try and pull up these teeth and make them smoke out a little bit too. So what I mean by that is I filled in a tooth. Let's see, let's find a good tooth. Okay, I filled in this tooth like this and made it a little whiter. And then what I did was lightly pulled the white up. So it kind of gave it like a smoky effect. I'm gonna do that to all my teeth. Okay guys, what I'm doing right here is taking that same black shadow and putting it around the last two teeth on either side of my mouth, then painting the corner of my mouth a really dark, deep black. And when the paint and the shadow meet, I'm just taking a little bit more shadow and blending that out so it's more seamless. Then around the edges of my mouth, I'm just creating a little bit of shadow and then blending that out with my finger. Right here, I'm just adding a little bit of shadow underneath my chin because I really want to have that defined jawline. Let's color in our eyes. I'm gonna kind of square this. I'm gonna square this off a little bit. Make sure you cover up your eyebrows really well. Try not to get too close to your upper or lower lash line, because if this paint gets in your eye, it's not gonna feel real great. Let's also do our nose while we're right here. I'm gonna let my eyes dry a little bit. And what I did right here was outline the top part of my skull and the rest of my face because I wanted it to be bold and defined, just like my chin. Let's start making like cracks. You can put these anywhere. For a crack, what we're gonna do is start off with a small black spot on our forehead or wherever you'd like to start on your face, and then from that spot start making small jagged lines. What I did right here was I went over my eye sockets with some black shadow to give it depth and then blended it out with that white triangle sponge. By now your eyes should be dry. I'm gonna go back in my eyes with this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Slate. With that jumbo eye pencil, cover your top lid, your lower lash line, and your waterline. And then once you've covered the rest of your eyeball that isn't painted, make sure you set it with that black eyeshadow. Then the last thing I'm gonna do on my face is darken up those edges a bit, and that's it. This is the final look, you guys. I really hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave any comments or questions below, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys!